What it do, truckers? We back. We got an interesting video today. A couple other things I want to talk to y'all about. This is concerning J.B.Hunt and their drivers. And I'm sensing there's some dissatisfaction with the routes when it comes to these drivers due to the phone calls that I be receiving and the routes that I be getting put on and the routes I be getting taken out for. You know, I don't know if the drivers don't need the money or if they just don't want to make those long drives. I'm not sure what it is. All I know is we got something to talk about. So right now, we about to hop in the truck. We had a nice little three days off. We're rested, ready to go out here and make this money. So tap in with y'all in a second. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get this paperwork. How y'all doing? All right.
Just take the one that says SMIF.
This one, right?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Is that a GoPro?
DJI Action 5.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir, ski. All right, y'all have a good night. All right, thank you. As y'all can see, they do not have a problem with me being strapped up with a camera. Don't know if they caught my channel yet, but it's all good. That's why you never be scared to at least try. At least try. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to hide it. Be who you are, you feel me? All right, y'all. We gotta go hunting for the trailer. We looking for trailer number 87813. So 87813. Let's see how long it take us to find it. It's 829. Let's see how long it take us to find it. If it ain't on this road, it should be on the next one. And if it ain't on the next one, then we are completely lost. That means we don't know where is that. Gonna be a needle in a haystack after that. We already been over here.
Then take the first left.
4 minutes. Still looking. 4 minutes in, we still looking. And we got to fuel up on the yard so we can at least hit our halfway mark. Here it is right here. 787-87813. This it right here, y'all. We found it. I think I'm facing the right one. Yeah, this is it. All right, y'all. I don't like slamming up against it, but we hooked up. We gonna have to hit the scale, cause we is kind of heavy. We're like at 36,000. We gonna have to hit that scale. Make sure we legal. All right, truckers. So while we wait at the fuel aisle, you know, it's a drive in front of us. I wanna somewhat give y'all a quick little summary what I want to talk about in this video. And it has something to do with my route tonight. So originally I supposed to been going to Louisville, Kentucky tonight, but at the very last minute, I got a call from my weekend dispatch asking me. You know, it wasn't demanded, nor was it wasn't forced on me. He asked if I would, if I would be okay with canceling that Kentucky delivery and going to Texas. At first I was like, no, cause that's all I've been doing is Texas runs. And you know what I'm saying? I wanted to experience something different. It had nothing to do with where I was going or the route or the drive, nothing. I just wanted to experience something different. I've been going to Texas since I've been here. So I was like, originally I was like, nah, man, you know, I don't mind going to Kentucky. You know, I'm cool with that. But it sounded like he really needed my help. And he could have been finessing me. Don't get me wrong. He could have been manipulating me. And if he was, he good at it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm a kind-hearted person. So I just didn't like the fact that he sounded like he really needed somebody to carry this load for him because it was a priority. And I'm guessing that the driver before me canceled, called off, or whatever happened. So we gonna talk about that in the morning. Y'all know I like to do I like to have my conversation with y'all in the morning where we rested and we have time. Right now, I don't have a lot of time to get into the details of the title of the video, but we will get into the details of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see y'all in a second after we finish fueling up, and we gonna head to Mississippi is our first stop. That's where we gonna shut it down at. That's why I plan on shutting it down at. In case, hopefully nothing happened, nothing intervened with that, because that'll be our halfway mark. So if we can get there, like we normally been doing, then we making great time to be off 2 to 3 days. That's the reason why I do it, you know what I'm saying? So stick around, enjoy the video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see y'all in a second. You need to push it up, son?
I
Good.
tried. I tried.
They got it all the way up there too. Good. All right. All right, drivers. We here at the Flying J in Mississippi, but as of right now, it is not looking too promising for parking. I don't know if because it's the weekend, I don't know, but this Flying J don't never be this packed. I'm talking about ever. All right, truckers, unfortunately, we weren't able to find a good parking spot. It was very rare tonight, so what I gotta do is I gotta take a 30-minute break to get my 3 hours back, and we're gonna drive an hour and 20 minutes away to a Petro to see if we can find parking there, which we should. They say it's 200 spaces. I'm pretty sure there's not over 200 trucks there. So we gotta drive another hour and 20 minutes just to find safe parking, which means I would get there probably 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 3:23 right now, so yeah. And then it's kind of snowing a little bit. I saw a couple of snow flurries. So yeah, we gotta do a little bit more driving, y'all. So I'll see y'all in a second. All right, truckers. It's 5:15 in the morning. It was a hard night to find safe parking at a truck stop, but I found one in Louisiana. I had to leave Mississippi and drive to Louisiana to find somewhat of safe parking. Everywhere I was going, jam-packed. I don't know what's going on tonight, but we're gonna have to do a little bit of rerouting or rescheduling or trying something different with the pre-plan, because my last couple truck stops that I normally are guaranteed parking was jam-packed. And now I'm at a Petro. I don't even park at Petros. This is my first time. So my clock won't reset until about 1:30 p.m. No, by 3:30 p.m., which I don't like. But, you know, gotta do what we gotta do. So, I'll see y'all in the morning, man. All right, good afternoon, truckers. Last night was a rough night, parking-wise. The driving was smooth, but man, I couldn't find nowhere to park last night. It literally took me probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours to find safe parking. And I'm not the type that likes to park on the off-ramp, on the side of the road, none of that. I gotta be at a terminal, a truck stop, or a rest area. Somewhere where I feel safe enough to sleep. I don't feel safe sleeping on the side of the road, on the off-ramp, and nothing like that. But just wanted to throw that out there. So let's get into what I want to talk about and what I have learned from my 4th week at J.B.Hunt, right? What I've learned my 4th week at J.B.Hunt, Forest Park, Kroger account, not nothing else, just Forest Park, Kroger account, Forest Park, Georgia. I'm not talking about nothing else, all right? I've learned that a lot of drivers don't want to drive a lot of miles on this account. They are not happy with the Texas lane. Now, the lane that I'm on the night, overnight, if that's what you want to call it. But it's the pickups are from like 6 p.m. All my pickups been from between 6 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. So let's just say overnight. Every single week I've driven since I've been here, I've been going to Texas, right? Now, if y'all remember in my video before the last one, when the guy was helping me out with the fuel, he told me that he was scheduled to go to Louisville, Kentucky, but they took him off of it and asked him to do the Texas run. And he said he didn't have a problem doing it because that's what the miles was, which we both were going to the same location, which I'm going to that location right now. Now, last night, the exact same thing happened to me. I was scheduled to go to Louisville, Kentucky, and right when I was walking out of my house, I get a call asking me if I didn't mind canceling my Louisville, Kentucky route and picking up the Houston, Texas route. Now, I did have a problem with it at first because, for one, once I got my mind set on something, that's what my mind set on. I'm not the type of person that like to change my mind, especially at the last minute. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all feel that way. I had my mind set on Louisville, Kentucky. I had packed for it. I had dressed for it. All of that, right? My bags packed. They sitting by the door. I'm getting ready to walk out the house. They called and they asked me. They didn't demand, nor did they try to force. So I can't give them credit for that. Hey, would you mind canceling to Kentucky and go to Houston, Texas? It's a priority load. Another driver, I don't know if he called off or if he just canceled the load. He just didn't want to do it. I don't know. So I'm like, at first I was like, nah, man, I already had my mind set on going to Kentucky. You know, I haven't had a week as like the other drivers to where I'm home every other day. I haven't had a week like that since I've been here. But I definitely been getting the money. You know what I'm saying? The money been good. But hey man, sometimes you do need that home time. You know, and I get it. I just started and all of that. But whether you start or you been here, you still want to fall into a certain pattern or a certain routine that you would like to come accustomed to. That way you know what you get yourself into week in and week out. And this not an OTR account or nothing like that to where you're just out here, you don't know what's going on until they call you. No, this is a stable route. This is a stable lane. This is a stable account. So week in and week out, you pretty much know what you're getting yourself into. You pretty much know what your schedule gonna be like. You pretty much know what your route gonna be like. So I've come to understand that drivers do not like driving to Texas. And I'm talking about from Georgia to Texas, from Texas back to Georgia. Close to 1,600 miles. Now, I chose to go ahead and accept it because I had nothing to do. I had nothing to do throughout the week. I didn't have no reasons to be home besides, you know, whatever I feel like I wanted to do while I was at home. So I changed my mind. I told him I would do it, right? So I get to the yard, get to the office, and I realized when none of my name wasn't on any other paperwork, Kentucky or Texas. So I realized I wasn't even scheduled to go out. They did not have me on the schedule for Kentucky or Texas. I was basically picking up other people's routes that didn't want to do it. Now, the same thing happened last week. See, my schedule started on Friday, from Friday to Wednesday. And last week, when I got back from Texas, I didn't have a load. They called and told me that I wasn't scheduled for Friday or Saturday. I went back out Sunday, right? So when I got in there and I realized, damn, my name isn't on any of these loads. So I was gonna ask them, but I didn't really care because I accepted what I accepted. So now I'm starting to learn with J.B.Hunt, like, for the most part, you know, as of right now, I could tell there's a lot of favoritism, and they're gonna favor the guys that may have been there longer than the guys that really put the work in. And I don't like companies like that. I don't like companies that favor seniority over people that really put in the work. I don't care how long you've been here. If you're not putting in the work, like the next guy, I don't think you should be favored because you've been here the longest. You know, so that's how I feel about it. But I understand that if drivers don't want to drive to Texas often, but I don't understand why they wouldn't do it at least once a week. Because on this lane that I'm on, which is the same lane they're on, that's where most of the money comes from. If you want to maximize your dollar, go to Texas, and you may do one more route. It's gonna be a shorter route when you get back, or you're gonna do a shorter route before you go to Texas. You maximize your dollar like that. That guarantees you 2,500 miles, guaranteed. And if you want to do extra when you get back, if you got enough time on your clock, you can do that as well. But I see now, J.B.Hunt drivers on the Kroger account in Forest Park, Georgia, they want to take their ass home. They want to go home. And I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at all. You know what I'm saying? Being at home is very important. Being out of this truck is very, very important. You need your exercise. You need your rest. Because sitting in this truck, 12 to 24-hour turnaround time will wear and tear on your body real fast. So I ain't mad at the drivers who want to be home. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to be my niche when it come down to this lane. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk to them when I get back to figure out a stable schedule for me. Now, I get that things will change and things will come up to where they will have to adjust, and they will have to alter. They will have to alter a couple things. That's not a problem. The problem is when I'm about to walk out the house because you have told me a day before that I was going to one location, and 1 hour before my pickup, you call and tell me, well, you don't tell me, you call and ask me if I would like to change routes. I'm not, that's not gonna really work for me too often. You know what I'm saying? Maybe sometimes I will have to look out for somebody, but I don't have a relationship with any of the dispatchers right now. And that's the type of things you do for a dispatcher that you have a relationship with. You don't do that for anybody because you may need a favor, and you wanna give a favor to get a favor. In this industry anyway, this industry is about building a relationship with your manager and your dispatcher. You don't want to burn bridges with your manager or your dispatcher because that can hurt your pockets. So I have come to the conclusion that when I get back, I'm going to ask them if they could put me on more of a balanced and stable route, because obviously I wasn't scheduled. I don't know why I wasn't scheduled, but I'm gonna figure that out once I get back. Now, this is not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm just not coming into this. It's just something I'm starting to notice, and I'm very good at observing and analyzing things. And once I get to observing, I get to analyzing, if I start seeing things that I feel like may not fit me, I'm gonna say something. Like, I'm not gonna just move forward as if something isn't bothering me. That's just not how I am, you know. I don't sleep well at night knowing that I didn't get something off my chest when I supposed to. So, as of right now, you know, last night was rough, but that's trucking. You know, every night is not gonna be smooth. A lot of nights not gonna be smooth. You're gonna get more rough nights than you get smooth nights. So I'm not even tripping about that. What I'm tripping about is when I get back, because me switching my route threw off my schedule, and I may not have enough time, or I may not have enough time to pick up another load to maximize my dollar. So that's the point I'm not happy with this week. Now, it may be a way where they could compensate me for it. If they can do that, fine, I'm cool with it. But if not, then this cannot become a pattern. This cannot become a routine. I cannot be our scapegoat, me or the other guy. Because like I said, I've been going to Texas every single week. So if I've been going to Texas every single week, I'm pretty sure that's because of the other drivers that have been there before me. They're basically saying, give the Texas route to the new guy. Don't give it to me. Give it to the new guy. He just got here. I've been here. Give it to him so I could come home every other day. Cool. I don't have a problem with that. But if it comes a time where I need to be home or I need to get a certain amount of rest, I'm gonna say something. I don't care how nobody feel about it. I don't care how they take it. Because at the end of the day, we must protect ourselves and we must protect our body. Because if we get out here and we get sleepy, we get fatigued because we chasing a certain amount of dollars, or we out here trying to please everybody and please the dispatch and try to build a great relationship by kissing ass, that's just not me. You know, it's not me. When I came onto this account, I was told that for the most part, you will be home every other day. Once again, things change, things happen. I understand it. But it shouldn't change and happen every week. So I'm kind of picking up on what's going on, and it's not a deal breaker for me. It's not even a big issue for me. It would be something I would speak on, though. So right now, it is 1:06. My clock resets at like 3:15. I'm about to go get something to eat, find something to watch, and we gonna hit that road. So I hope y'all stick around for the rest of the video. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, please, and thank you all. How you doing? I'm all right. Y'all got a menu.
There's a limited menu right now, man. That's all we got right now. Go to another store and get some.
I don't need too much.
Vlogging?
Yeah.
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 You got YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, sir. Gotta find something else to do while you out here in these trucks. You'll get bored real fast. Can I if I get the French toast combo, can I sub the eggs for grits? Y'all have grits? You know how to cook grits? You ain't gonna mess up the grits, is you, bro?
It ain't nothing but the little instant pack. It's something you can't mess them up.
I'm trying to tell you, you really can't.
You say
the French toast combo, yeah. Sub out the eggs for the grits, yeah, with the bacon. Y'all got sweet tea?
Yeah.
Is it sweet?
I don't know, man. I don't bring out. Who made it?
You don't drink sweet tea?
Nick made it.
Oh, it's sweet then? Oh, I was like, I'm from Georgia. We like it sweet. Yeah. Well, y'all from Louisiana. Y'all like it just as sweet as we do. Yeah. Y'all like it just as sweet as we do. Turkey sauce should be better. Yes, sir.
You wanted that sweet tea?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the name of your YouTube channel, big brother?
Guttah.Trucker.
Guttah.Trucker?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I got a sub to that. He's streaming, boy.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
What's the name of it, big brother?
It's Guttah.Trucker. I actually got the name Guttah from a New Orleans dude.
Yeah. Real talk. Find that top piece for me when you done.
That's it right there.
Yeah. Oh, that's drugs. That's drugs. I'm about to sub. Oh,
Thank you, bro. All right, you You too. All right, bro, you be smooth. All right, truckers, quick update. While we was in there grabbing our breakfast, meeting some new subscribers. Shout out to the guy that took my order. Shout out to them boys in their restaurant, man. If they watching this video, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate the hospitality, man. I appreciate the great service, the great customer service. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all. But yeah, while we was grabbing breakfast, we received a message from our dispatch, what made this trip a little bit better. So now we got hit. I ain't gonna say we got hit because that sound bad, but we got blessed with a backhaul, easy backhaul. For new drivers who don't know what a backhaul is basically is another loaded trailer that you pick up on your way back to the yard. Like, I'm on a loaded trailer now. Once I drop this off, I grab an empty from the location I dropped this one off at. I take the empty to another location on my way back home, pick up a loaded, drop the empty there, pick up a loaded, and then take the loaded all the way back to the yard for that loaded trailer to be delivered to another distribution center, which I won't be delivering, somebody else will. So that's what a backhaul is. Now, the location is only 35 minutes away from the drop-off. And I get paid, I ain't gonna tell you how much I get paid, but it's a good amount for the layover, and I get paid for the extra stop, and I get paid for the extra miles. So this load just got a lot better, so I'm glad I did take it. So maximizing our dollar like I spoke last time, that's what it's all about, man. Find whatever way to maximize your dollar. So if you do decide that you wanna take a little bit of home time, maybe a day or two, you made enough to cover a little bit of the back end. I'm not gonna say all of it, but just a little bit. But that's why I don't mind taking longer routes with more miles, because you know you can get blessed with a backhaul or extra stop or something like that, and it just adds to whatever large amount of miles that you already accumulated. So I just want to update y'all on that. So we finna enjoy our breakfast. Like I said, shout out to them guys, man, for the breakfast. You know, they looked out. And we gonna hit the road at 3:15. Right now it's 1:40. So, you know, we about to eat, find something to watch, rest up a little bit, hit the road, finish this drop, find safe parking, and then we gonna head to the backhaul in the morning. So I'm gonna try to knock this load out as fast as possible. So I wanna pick that load up early as possible so we can get back. All right, truckers, we here at the drop. I don't know what they dude doing, but I think I can go ahead and pull up, drop the trailer. I ain't sure right now. I'm finna go ahead and park, bro. I don't know what he doing. He folk done knock the cones over and everything. There's a lot going on at this spot. I don't know if because I'm earlier than usual or because it's the holiday weekend, but I don't remember it being this busy the last couple times I came. So let's go on out here and drop the trailer and find some safe parking and see what they gonna do about that backhaul. All right, truckers, we found somewhere to park. We had to go out the way a little bit. Instead of staying in Houston, we had to come towards Dallas a little bit to find somewhere to park at. 10:19, my clock won't start back until like 8:30 in the morning. Once the clock reset, we're gonna head out and head towards that backhaul. The backhaul is only like 45 minutes away. Head out, grab that backhaul and try to get as close to Mississippi as possible tomorrow. And hopefully we have a better chance of finding parking. I swear to God, this route right here, I've really been struggling to find safe parking. So hopefully tomorrow is a little better. Yo, what it do, truckers? Good morning. It's currently 10:14. My clock is already resetted. Right now, I'm just waiting on dispatch to call me back from checking to see if the backhaul is ready for pickup before I start my clock. And right on cue, they calling me right now. Oh, hello?
Eddie, I just got word that you will be working if you arrive earlier, but I think it's worth a shot.
And you don't have a contact for them? You want me to just try to Google it?
Yeah, try to Google it. I'm working through a third party, so
Okay.
yeah.
All right, well, let me try that, and I'll call you back and let you know.
All right, that's it.
All right. So as y'all heard, some BS going on. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, like I tell anybody, if this don't pan out a certain type of way, if I ain't comfortable with it, I'm going to just call them and tell them to take me off of it. Because for one, I wasn't scheduled to do it. And for two, I was doing them a favor. And for three, I'm not finna sit at a DC blind, not knowing what's going on, because that can burn out half of my clock or majority of my clock, and then they will have me like try to come back later or the next day and things of that nature. That ain't nothing but a big headache. So we about to, he said, Google the address and see if I can contact somebody, which is kind of like, I ain't never heard of that before. So I'm about to try that. And if things don't sit right with me, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, I'm gonna just call them back and tell them to cancel that. I'm gonna just head back towards the yard. So we about to see how this works out. So I'll talk to y'all in a second. We about to find out. Okay. All right, y'all. Update, right? You remember how I used to tell y'all, if something don't feel right, don't sound right, or if it don't seem right, speak up, speak your piece, and do what you gotta do. That's exactly what I just had to do. So I end up having to cancel the backhaul, which it did not penalize me because it was not an original, it was not part of my original load. I was doing this to make extra money and to look out for a dispatch, right? But due to misinformation, I don't want to say a lack of communication, but the timing was off due to the the information that was given, right? I switched loads. I went from doing the Kentucky to doing a Texas load, but I didn't know nothing about a backhaul until a day later after I already started the load. So I wasn't able to pre-plan properly for the backhaul. Now, let me give y'all a little bit of context. The backhaul is 45 minutes away from me, right? But I'm parked at a Quick Trip. Quick Trip don't let you park here for too long. They'll let you stay overnight, but after that, throughout the day, you got to get yourself together and you got to leave, right? That's what my experience been. I talked to my dispatch and told them, could they call the backhaul place to see if it's ready? They're all over the place right now. I guess because it's the holidays, it's Martin Luther King birthday. I don't know what's going on, but they all over the place. When I talked to them, it was 10:15. They told me the backhaul was not gonna be ready until 7 p.m. Now, I called my dispatch and I let them know what they just told me. My dispatch says, did anybody tell you about the terminal in Houston? I said, no, I had no idea about no terminal in Houston. They said, okay, we're gonna send you the address. I said, listen, you can send the address, but once I move this truck, my clock starts and the pickup is gonna be 45 minutes away. Let's just say an hour. It's gonna be an hour away plus a 9-hour wait, meaning I have to wait 9 hours. Well, let's just say 8. I gotta wait 8 hours before they even start loading me, plus the hour I will have to drive to get there. That's 9 hours. Meaning, depending on how fast they load me, That could take another hour, which would be 10 hours, which means I would only have 1 hour to go find safe parking. I looked around in the area, it's only one TA, and the TA only had 60 parking spaces. Any truck driver know that's not guaranteed. That's a big risk. So I called my dispatch back and told them, for one, it wouldn't even make sense for me to spend a whole day here for extra couple $100, right? That wouldn't even make sense. I can get back to the yard, grab another load, save a day, grab another load, and make some more money. Make more money. So these are the type of things that happens when you're trucking, and it's no reason to take it personal. It's no reason to even dwell on it too long, but you learn from it, and you always speak up. Don't just say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, because then guess what? When you go and try to, do favors, and you end up in a messed up situation, those dispatchers can't help you when you out here on that road. So you gotta do what's best for you. So that's what I feel like I had to do for me. And remind you, I'm new. I don't care about being new nowhere. If it don't make sense, it don't sound right, and I'm uncomfortable with it, I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna do what's best for me. So I asked them respectfully to cancel that back call because it was not properly planned. It wasn't properly planned, not on my part, on their part. They did not give me the backhaul once I switched loads. Right then and there, they should have said, Eddie, there's gonna be a backhaul on your way back. This is the location of it. I would have been able to plan to park near it early enough to where I do not have to move until it's time for me to be loaded. I could have called them from wherever I was parked at. They would have said, yes, we ready for you. I would have went there, saved a lot of clock, got loaded, and been on my way back. But it was poorly planned, and when it's poorly planned, you gotta do what's best for you. So with that being said, we had to leave some money on the table, which we don't like doing. We had to leave some money on the table, but it was not worth it. Our money is not good money. For one, make sure you're safe. For two, make sure you're comfortable. And make sure you pre-plan to the best of your knowledge. Every pre-plan is not gonna be perfect. A lot of them not gonna be perfect. But pre-plan to the best of your knowledge to where you're comfortable and you're safe. I didn't feel comfortable, and I didn't feel like I was gonna find anywhere safe to park once they got done loading me. If they even would have got loading me in time enough for my clock not to burn out. So with that being said, let that be a lesson. Always speak up. There's nothing wrong with speaking your mind to anybody. All right? Now let's get on this road. All right, truckers. So yeah, we made the Mississippi. I actually been here for probably like an hour now. I went and took my shower, washed up, went and got me something to eat. And now we about to chill, find something to watch. We got to the truck stop pretty early, earlier than usual. Right now it's 8:14 p.m. My clock resets. I think like at 5 in the morning. So we're gonna try to hit the road around 7. I'm gonna try to get up around 7. Getting up at 5 is a stretch for me. But around 6, 7, I know I can do that easily. I guess I'll see y'all in the morning. Yo, what it do, truckers? Good morning. It's currently 9:12 in the morning. I already washed up, brushed my teeth, washed my face. So right now we about to do the last 6 hours of driving. Make it back to the yard in this kind of weird trip, this weird route. The weather is pretty nice. Getting back into Georgia. Right now I'm in Mississippi. So the weather should be pretty decent getting back. No rain, no strong wind, none of that going on right now. So right now I'm about to go inside the truck stop, give me some orange juice. I already got some fruits in my lunchbox. So this morning, we ain't gonna do nothing but consume some orange juice, water, and some fruit until we get home, all right? And that's 6 hours away. So hopefully we'll get there around 4:30 p.m. before that Atlanta traffic hit and get too crazy. So let's go ahead and take care of that and get on the road. I'll see y'all back at the yard. Find me some sunflower seeds. How you doing? I'm all right. Got a cup of ice.
Good morning, welcome in.
You keep the number, look, on the back. You can download it on your phone too. So
What's
you
that?
just go through here, download the
Action
app,
camera.
and then you create a thing, and then you earn easy app. You earn free
I want to use my reward card.
When you drive trucks, if you get gas, you get free showers. You work for me? Oh, you work for Pilot?
Okay.
You have a great day, safe
All right.
travel.
Thank you.
See, you love the rewards. You work here. You get free
All right, truckers, excuse me. We made it back to the yard, safe and sound. Right now, they just gave us a dock to bag into. So we gotta go down here and find dock 311. You must come from the north. Truck covered in dirt. Had to be some bad snow. We got some stuff in the way though. I gotta move the stuff out of the way. I set my cones out, so I'm finna bag up so I can get a picture of it. Then we're gonna bag it in. All right, let's go ahead and throw that thing back there. All right, truckers, that's it. Back at the yard, park the trailer, park the tractor. About to go in here and turn this paperwork in. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all enjoyed the ride. I appreciate y'all riding along with me. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button, comment, and please subscribe. We close to 2,000 subscribers, so if y'all don't mind, please get your boy to 2,000 subscribers. And yeah, y'all be safe out there on that road. I'll see y'all on the next one.